The Dalek Invasion of Earth is the second serial of the second season in the British science fiction television series Doctor Who, which originally aired in 6 weekly parts from November 21 to December 26, 1964. It was the second appearance of the Daleks and thus the first time an enemy reappeared. The serial is set on the Earth in the 22nd century, where the Daleks occupy the planet following a meteorite strike and a deadly plague. In the serial, the first Doctor, William Hartnell, his granddaughter Susan Foreman, Carol Ann Ford, and teachers Ian Chesterton, William Russell, and Barbara Wright, Jacqueline Hill, work with a human resistance group to travel to a Bedfordshire mine to stop the Daleks from mining out the Earth's core as part of their plan to pilot the Earth through space. This serial marks the final regular appearance of Carol Ann Ford as companion Susan. Here's the episodes for this story. 1. World's End, November 21, 1964. 2. The Daleks, November 28, 1964. 3. Day of Reckoning, December 5, 1964. 4. The End of Tomorrow, December 12, 1964. 5. The Waking Ally, December 19, 1964. 6. Flashpoint, December 26, 1964. This was the very first serial of Doctor Who that made extensive use of location filming, with London being chosen as the primary backdrop. The decision to use London also helped to keep the show within its production budget, given that the BBC's Lime Grove studios where Doctor Who was produced were located at nearby Shepherd's Bush. Location filming took place in various parts of the city, including extensive sequences at Whitehall, Trafalgar Square, Westminster Bridge, Albert Embankment, and the Royal Albert Hall, moving on to Kensington and the Albert Memorial, with scenes involving the Dalek roadblock being filmed at Wembley. These scenes were shot in the early hours of Sunday mornings. Other location scenes were filmed at the abandoned Wood Lane, Central Line, Tube Station in West London, and river sequences both shot besides the River Thames at St Catherine Docks in Wapping and at Kew Railway Bridge. The mine scenes were the first Doctor Who scenes to be filmed in a quarry, using the disused John's Hole Quarry at Stone, Kent. The music was composed and conducted by Francis Chagrin. Working titles for this story included The Daleks, The Return of the Daleks, and The Invaders. The story has at times been called World's End, most notably in the frontispiece of its novelization. This is the title of the first episode and was applied to the story as a whole by the 1973 Radio Times 10th Anniversary Special and several lists that copied it. The story begins in the real World's End area of Chelsea in London. William Hartnell is absent from episode 4, bar a single shot in the reprise from episode 3. The Doctor appears briefly at the beginning of the episode with Hartnell's stand-in, Edmund Warwick, shot from behind, groaning and falling over. Hartnell was injured while filming the battle at the Dalek saucer in episode 3, and most of his lines went to David Campbell. According to commentary on the DVD release, the man carrying Hartnell down the saucer's ramp dropped him and he hit his head on a metal camera pedestal. Warwick went on to appear as the first Doctor's robotic double in the later Dalek serial, The Chase, 1965. Nicholas Smith appears in his first speaking role in television. He was originally only to have appeared in episode 3, but according to Smith on a documentary accompanying the serial's DVD release, he talked the director into letting him lead the miners' revolution in episodes 5 and 6. Bernard K. portrays Carl Tyler, and also provides the voiceover on the longer of the 2 surviving BBC trailers for this story. He would later appear in The Crusade, 1965, The Faceless Ones, 1967, and Colony in Space, 1971, as well as the audio play Night Thoughts. According to Carol Ann Ford, she became tired of the role of Susan and decided to leave the program because the producers would not let her expand and develop the character. I collect Region 2 versions of Doctor Who classics rather than Region 1 since it's easier to find them. Some Region 1 versions are out of print and or expensive. I suggest you're new to collecting, then go with Region 2 from the UK. Get yourself a region-free DVD or region-free Blu-ray player, or you can use VLC player on your computer. Please like, share and subscribe for information on more classic Doctor Who DVDs. Thank you for watching. You will find a link to all the stories I discuss in the description.